Robin Francis along with Mike Hutchins. We are getting ready for the quarterfinal round of the state playoffs, round 3, if you will. Mike, some of the games going on tonight. We'll start north of the border. Mayfield, the only local team, if you will, left. They'll go to Owensboro Catholic tonight.
Oak Catholic had a good week last week, Robin, against Murray. A very convincing win over the Tigers. And things get a little tougher for Mayfield right now, but certainly for a team and a program that's going for its 5th consecutive state championship, Robin, that's no hill for a stepper.
Wow, incredible. 5A Brentwood at Centennial. Centennial ended Henry County season last week. The surprise for me was the shutout portion.
Yeah, 21-0. They played 3 weeks ago, Robin. It was 34-7. Henry County had turned the ball over 5 times, 3 of which led to touchdowns for Centennial. It's a good Centennial football team. They're 11-1 right now. I'm like you. The shutout really surprised me. The Henry County offense that had been so successful most of the season had only 5 first downs, 86 total yards. Lose 14 seniors off that team. Certainly 6-5 was not what they expected record-wise as the season started. I know they had some disappointments there defensively, had some shortcomings defending the pass. You can bet James Counts Jr. will work on that, along with the strength and the conditioning in the offseason.
Yeah, Brentwood and Centennial tonight, Independence and Cane Ridge on this side of the bracket in 5A. 4A of Springfield at Pearl-Cohn. Memphis East at Ridgeway. Both East and Ridgeway defeated the 7-4A teams last week.
We kind of thought this was coming. We knew they'd run into some athleticism when they got into Shelby County there, and the East has always had an outstanding football team. Get a lot of hats around the football. Again, Haywood, I thought, had the best chance of advancing from the Region 7-4A. Steve Hookfin will begin his 3rd season there next season. They've got a lot of folks back there, Rob, and I look for the Tomcats to be one of the favorites to win a state championship.
Dyersburg at Liberty in 3A. Last time they played earlier in the season, it was a region game. Liberty blew them out.
Yeah, they did very convincingly, and Liberty's coming off its 4th win over Milan in the last 2 years, beating the Bulldogs 25-9 last week, spotting them a 9-0 lead, and then just dominating with that defense afterward. Had a nice punt return for a touchdown that really by Alex Long that really got them started there. Tyler Turner, who prepped at Obion County Central, played for Chris Hill, played for Darren Bowling, spent some time on Hill's staff over at Wins. Just done a great job in his 2 seasons there at Liberty. The state semifinals last year, Robin, he can get back there with a win tonight over Dyersburg.
The CPA at Good Pasture awaiting them if they win. Tresvant at Mitchell in 2A. Scottshill at Waverly Central. The Lions are the Cinderella, the feel-good. Waverly's a very good team, though.
Yeah, Scottshill hadn't had a program 10 years yet, Robin. This is still a program basically in its infancy stages. They've beaten Adamsville a couple of weeks ago, number 1 ranked, undefeated Adamsville in the 1st round, and they took care of Lewis County last week. They'll get a good test tonight in Waverly. Matt McConnell's done a great job there. They've gotten over that hangover from losing in the 1st round last year. They've been very impressive the first couple of weeks of the playoffs this season. They'll be a tough out at home.
And Nashville Christian and Wayne County in Class 1A. This is a team that both teams, they know each other well. But when you go to Wayne County, it's something about playing down in Waynesboro.
Boy, I tell you, you and I have been there, Robin, and it is a treat. I'll tell you, folks who've gone to some of these small towns in Class 1A and Class 2A where there is a different culture of playing football on Friday night, and they take such great pride in their teams, in their towns, and in their schools. And I put Wayne County in that list. Preston Rice, a Mr. Football finalist last year, a Mr. Football finalist this year, son of head coach Ricky Rice, threw 31 touchdowns, just 2 interceptions during the regular season. He's really the leader of that team. Got great linebackers. They run well. They won a state championship in the past, and I look for them to advance on to next week's semifinals by knocking out last year's state champion in Nashville Christian School.
And who will they meet? The winner of the Union City-Dresden game. Last time, Dresden won on the scoreboard. Union City held their own stat-wise, though.
Yeah, but the important thing was the scoreboard.
That's right.
It was 55-7. Union City spit the bit 9 times. They lost 6 of those fumbles, 4 inside the 30-yard line of Dresden. Had another drive stopped at the 1-yard line. Dresden had a couple of scoop and scored defensive touchdowns. And I thought they dominated last time, and I think certainly they've got the athletes to do that again. I don't think that'll happen, though. I think it'll be a much closer football game. Union City moved the ball well. Tucker Kennedy had over 200 yards rushing on 43 carries in that game. Union City wants to shorten the game. They want to take a lot of time in between plays. They want to have long possessions. They want to grind out 3 and 4 yards at a time and keep that explosive Dresden offense off the field. We talk about quarterbacks. Dresser win, a semifinalist for Mr. Football again this year after winning last year. He's healthy, Robin. Threw 5 touchdown passes for over 300 yards last week. Dylan Yates gives them a great option at running back. Rushed for over 1,400 yards. He's averaging 12.5 yards a carry. Union City has a chance. They've got to do better defensively. They cannot have poor tackling efforts. That I thought that was one of the things really stood out for me last time. And again, it's been 6 weeks since they've had a lot of injuries. These folks now are settling into positions. These younger folks, they make great improvements, as we've seen last week against Humboldt in that 49-27 win by Union City.
Mike and I will be on WENK this evening with Countdown to Kickoff from Hops and Barley at 5 o'clock. Join us.